just go upstairs, huh? See, let me. Oh, too late. Already live.
Nah, go ahead, do your thing, man.
Shut up. My wife told me to go upstairs. I'm like, what? We ain't actually live yet, are we? We're not live yet, are we? Are we live?
Nah, we live.
We live? Dang. All right. I'm gonna switch computers, man. I'm gonna go upstairs. They want to watch The Voice.
They want to watch The Voice.
They want to watch The Voice, man, down here. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna switch computers. I'll be right back.
All right.
We like loud. I'm all like, yeah, my wife want to watch The Voice. I'll be right back.
All right, man. Oh man. All right, yo, what's going on, man? It was a quick little. We went live real quick. My man Jay Will got to move the computer, so he'll be jumping back in a minute. But what's going on with y'all, man? Let me go back up to the top because I saw a few of y'all was up in here before the chat even started. So let's go ahead and get it. Junebug, what's going on? My boy Just Wallace, Jay Brown, C Butler, my man Sean B. I got your merch on, Sean B. You already see that rhymes, but I wasn't trying to rhyme. I know how you be ready to battle. So my boy Savage Speed, what's going on, man? Definitely got to catch up with you, Jason, Mike, Cardoso, my boy El Jefe, what's going on? LaShawn, my boy. Nintendo 64, what's going on? Mark Coleman, Uno, LeBaron, Drift, what's going on? What's going on, man? Thanks for tuning in. Trying to get back onto this, man. Trying to get back on to the Tuesdays. I know I've been slacking lately, man, but trying to get back on schedule where we can live stream every Tuesday. I'm gonna try to get back on right. Y'all gotta keep me on point. Like y'all gotta tweet me or do something and keep me on point, man, because you know how stuff gets. Stuff get busy. Before you know it, man, it's already 9 o'clock, and I'm just like, damn, I ain't even get a chance to go live, man. So we're gonna try to get it back in, try to keep it going every week. So got some people coming up in here. 10-minute tech, yo, 10-minute, man. You got my number. You just gotta hit me up, man. We can link. Like just hit me up for real. If I got some free time, man, like on a weekend or something, man, we can definitely link up. It definitely ain't hard. I know you're not that far away. John Michelle, what's going on? Tony, Modern Day Tech. But yeah, we're gonna wait for Jay Will to get up in here, man. Then we can go ahead and start talking a little bit about this tech, because I know a lot of people want to know what's going on right now, especially with the OnePlus and the Google Pixel and everything like that. I'm pretty sure we could talk about it. You already know I don't really like to do text, but on Tuesday we got to talk a little bit about the tech. You know what I mean? So Art Dog, he was on time. His wife kicked him up out the room, so he had to go move his computer. You know what I mean? So he gonna be back in a minute. Savage Speed, yo, thanks for the super chat, man. I can't never say damn super chat. If y'all into cars, man, definitely go holler at my dude Savage Speed. He's here in the Atlanta area, man. He just copped a Hellcat, got a nasty Mustang. So if you're into the car content, definitely check out his channel, man. Definitely cool dude, down to earth. So definitely hit his channel up. So appreciate that, bro. 9 p.m. be late on work night. 9 p.m. is not too late for me because I usually go to bed like around 12, which is terrible, but it is what it is. But that's the time I usually go to bed. Stu, what's good, bro? Tech Time, what's going on, man? I was just joking. OnePlus, no. Everyday Media. We're gonna get into the OnePlus. Wait, my man Jay to get here. We're gonna get into the OnePlus because I'm just like, I'm a little halfway about it. I'm not really crazy about it, but we'll talk about it. I'm pretty sure me and Jay can really get up in there. But the 6400 is lovely, man. I'm on it right now. You seen the video when I was just basically telling you why I bought the 6400 over the A7 III. Well, didn't buy it over it, but why I sold the A7 III. So you guys see it. I mean, the video breaks it down. So, it is what it is. Tech Rant, I'm about to shoot that to you right now, man. Just shoot my man Tech Rant the link, man. We gotta get the fellas up in here. So we do that. Let me do this real quick. All right, Tech Rant, you got the link. CJ, what's going on? Tech Couple, I'm pretty sure it's CJ. What's going on? 12, okay. I'm a 10 p.m. sleeper. Ain't nothing to get into that. I know, LeBron. I already know you got enough to say about that, man, for sure. I already know. But don't lie to the people. The 6400 is a gate camera, and for the price, you can't beat it, no doubt. It's like one of the best content creation cameras out there. Like, if you're doing the videos that I do, if you're a YouTuber or somebody out there, this is all you need. Me getting the A7 III was kind of overkill. I got bit by the hype. Went out and bought it, spent all that money, but you don't really get nothing for what you spend it. I mean, you get a good camera, but when you talk about a 6400, you just get more for your money. And that's basically what I did when we were talking about switching cameras. You know what I mean? So Man, Jay back in here. Jay said, "Hey, Jay, man, Art Dog said you was late, man." So,
man, you know, wife ended up on me at the last minute. She's like, "Going upstairs." I'm like, "Oh shoot, okay." Ain't still in the kitchen right now.
Boy, you got the boot. You got the boot quick, boy.
Yeah. Like definitely, the voice, I was like, "Oh, okay." Going up. Say nothing.
Yeah, we all getting it right. So, man, Jay Will up here got to do Tech Rant, man. Y'all already know who it is. So,
all right,
you know hey, I mean, I guess we can go ahead and kick it off. Talk about the people want to hear, man. I don't know if, I don't know if everybody want to hear anything about the Pixel anymore because the OnePlus came out. You know how that goes.
Yeah, you know how it goes down. Everybody just forget about. I think I posted a video with G8, and they like, what you got going on here, man? Everybody talking about that. I was like, man, well, phone is still relevant.
I still got some G8. I still have some S10e content. I haven't did an S10e for review. I'm still using. I still haven't did the review. Like I'm going to try to do it this week. Because I got to go ahead and get that out, even though a lot of people probably don't want to care about it no more. Because how many phones that came out since then? But it is what it is. I got to go ahead and get it out there. But I don't know, man. What y'all guys thoughts? I mean, I guess we can start about the Pixel. I mean, we can kind of touch the Pixel real quick, and then we can kind of go to OnePlus. However, y'all kind of want to do it. You know what I mean? So,
I would say as far as the Pixel, I kind of want to see a little bit more testing with it, and I kind of want to see how it does long term. But I mean, Google already shot their shot. Mid-range phone, $400.
They shot right over everybody too. They shot right over themselves. They shot over themselves.
Yo, I'm telling you. Hey, Tech King on the budget, man. Definitely thanks for the super chat. Got to get you up in here on a Tuesday, man. I ain't forgot about you. Trust me. Got to get you up in here on a Tuesday, man, when we up here freestyling for sure. So definitely appreciate that super chat. But that Pixel. And I can say, I know a lot of people like, oh, you just saying that. No, like that phone is solid. Like, to be 100% honest, that's probably the best battery I probably ever had on a phone. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like that battery life is crazy for me. For my usage, the battery life is absolutely insane. I don't know about you, Jay, but
yes,
I mean,
yes, it's crazy. It's really good battery life. It's not the best battery life I've had on a phone. However, you know what I'm saying? It's easily 6 to 7 hours of screen on time.
Easy.
Easy.
Very easy. Like, I'm impressed. Like, color me impressed. It's nothing really that I don't dislike about it, but I will tell you something. Your official Keith, thanks for the super chat, man. Mopar's in the building.
All day.
That's it. And my man Savage Speed up in here too. He Mopar. He got a Hellcat. So
all day.
He about that Mopar life, man. But what was I gonna say? Oh, one thing I really found out, Jay, though, is funny, man, because when I put that video out today, about my camera video, I always try to see when it's done 4K processing. So of course I'll check one of my Android phones to see if it finished processing in 4K. So I kept going to my Pixel, and and for some reason I thought it was when they're both naked in the hand, they kind of feel the same. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, why is my video not processing? But the thing about it was I would listen to audio on that G8 and it sounds so bad compared to the Pixel.
Oh yeah.
Like it sounds
the G8 speaker is not, they're still trying to do that ultrasonic vibrate off the table stuff. That's lame right there. They need to just
sound like it was underwater. I was like, yo, this sounds terrible. Like it just made the speaker sound that much bad when you put like a quality speaker next to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, they messed up with that speaker on the G8. Other than that, though, man,
solid.
It ain't that bad. The speaker actually isn't that bad either. It's just not good like it should be.
Right. Yeah, it's not as good when you compare it to other things, and when you plan. If you weren't putting out other phones and comparing them side by side, you wouldn't tell. You could tell, but you really couldn't tell that much. But
yeah,
it was I was just like, wow, this is crazy. Yo, Savage Speed, man, thanks for the super chat again. Hey, definitely check out my man Jay Will. This dude is all about Mopar, man. He got 3 of them, so definitely go check out. He got 3 now, but he's probably had like 20.
Oh yeah, man. You already know, man. You know what? Fun fact: I was on the phone today talking to this guy about this Hellcat, and I was like, I'm gonna push back. I don't need all that.
There you go. About to get that Hellcat bug.
Nah, I'm waiting on that wide body, bro. That wide body charger. I'm trying to put that in the garage.
Hey, I heard that. Hey, y'all talk real quick. Let me handle something real quick. Hold on.
No doubt. That Pixel, bro. What you think about that Pixel, man?
I think it's cool for what it is, because like I've talked to a couple of people about it. I talked to some people at work, and I talked to some people that were like kind of techies or whatnot. The people I talked to at work, we talking about teachers, principals, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can get a $400 phone, and you know, some of them knew what the Pixel was and some of them didn't, but I'm like, it's $400. They're like, I'd be happy to pay $400 for a phone, because all we see is $1,000 iPhones, $1,000 Samsung and stuff like that. And it's like, it's a whole bunch of people that don't want to pay a lot of money for a phone anymore. Like, I'll put it like this example or whatever, right? So at one point I had a BMW X5, right? You know, it was nice, it was decked out, it was expensive and all that shit, but it's just like, after you own that for a while and you start paying that premium money for that, every once in a while you're gonna want something that's a budget phone. And for Google to come out with a budget phone, that was good.
Yeah. I think the Pixel 3a, the lineup, I kind of had I was indifferent about the processor before I got it, but after I got it, I tested it next to the Pixel, and I didn't see no difference. I don't see no difference in performance next to the Pixel with the Snapdragon 845. I don't see no difference. That's not to say that it's on par, like it's going to perform like on the numbers, but day-to-day use, I put them side by side. I didn't really see this blazing fast performance over the 3A. I just didn't see it.
That performance was like on point. Like,
yeah.
And I can really, I was really testing it out the other night, because we was at it. We're going on vacation soon, and we're added to a big group me chat. Like, it's a bunch of people. We're talking, and we were in here. Me and my girlfriend was in here, and we were like flipping through. Like, I'm talking in the chat, I'm checking Facebook, I'm checking Twitter, and I'm literally just. And the other night, I was like, I'm really putting this picture to the test, because I was bouncing from app to app to app to app. Now, maybe it's I'm not gonna say it's a tad bit slower, but I feel like sometimes when I was doing a bunch of bouncing, it wasn't slowing down, but I could tell the speed difference just a tad. Just a tad, you know what I mean? But it wasn't anything like dramatic. Like, you have to really put it to the test. But the performance of it like shocked me, because I haven't used a phone with a 670. I didn't even know what a 670 came out of.
I never used a 670. The highest I had used was a 660, and I wasn't impressed with the 660.
So I was just like, yo, this performance is great. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, man, they got it right. They really they got it right. And you keep the same camera. Now the storage, it's a little lacking with the storage. You know what I mean? It's 64 gigs is tight in 2019. Now before I could rock with 64 gigs, but now I can't do it anymore. But if I had to say, the only weak point to that phone really is the storage, the glass. I don't have another scratch up there. I got some glass screen protectors I'm gonna throw up there, so I don't really know how weak the screen is. But they're solid, man. They're not at the part with it, man. I'm telling you.
I think the only thing I could say I would have been nice is more storage. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. It's just not too much that I can find to complain. I think I got like 15 videos up on it already. Probably. I don't know how many I got. I mean, I've been trying, because people have been requesting videos, and I've been putting up, the short videos that they want, so they can see them. And I don't really have a problem with the phone right now. I really don't. I really don't. I think the Pixel. I think people are gonna say, oh, everybody is shut down now that OnePlus just dropped that. So here's the thing about that. They did drop a bombshell. Let's be real here. $750 is the highest price for that phone, but that's a flagship phone. It is. That's competing against Samsung, S10, and all those, iPhone 10s. Those are the phones that's competing against the LG. So did they really drop a bombshell though? Because to me, when I get the OnePlus 7 Pro, it's going against the G8, and to me, the G8 is almost the perfect 10, if not the perfect 10. It's a good phone, man. It is. So they claim that the cameras are good on there. As we transition into OnePlus, they claim that the cameras are good on the OnePlus. They say that every year, and every year they're not very good. It's disappointing. It's disappointing every single year. Yeah, every year they're good. They're just not very good. LeBaron, shout out to the super chat, man. Let me see what LeBaron got to say. LeBaron like to get arguments started. Let's see what he say. He's still dropped the mic. No, I think he done with the phone. Pixel dropped the mic.
OnePlus is much about nothing. Huawei needs to sign that anti-spying paperwork. Note 10 is going to be the best flagship of the year. G8 is the best bang for the buck flagship device. iPhone costs too much.
iPhone costs too much.
That's a good rundown. Pixel
we could see a drop in iPhone sales.
We should. Like we definitely should, because now it's getting. We say every year they can't go up, but can they honestly go up again? Like, let's be honest. Like,
no,
I just can't see them going up prices again from what they went out with 2 last year. You know what I mean? So but hey, yo, LeBaron, you knocked around the head though. I mean, the OnePlus 7 is like it's priced well. The one thing where I want OnePlus to really get on is I really would like I just want them to improve their camera. There are too many good cameras out there to where you should have a good camera. Everybody that comes out now usually has a great camera. You're talking about iPhones, Samsungs, G8s, Pixels. I'm pretty sure some of the Nokia, I mean, you know about the Sony devices. I've never used them. But it's just like, why can't you get your camera together? Now, if you're putting that OnePlus 7 Pro up against flagships, you really can't compete with a flagship, because now I say a smartphone shouldn't be defined by its camera, but I know a lot of people do that. But if you put
that's the number one thing people look at, don't they?
I know. Yeah,
they want to see what it's like to post pictures of their family and their kids and stuff.
True.
Yeah. But regular consumers ain't walking around asking about the processor.
Yes, but if OnePlus, I'm fine without wireless charging, kind of. I'm fine without IP ratings. I don't really care about IP ratings like that. If OnePlus can get a camera just good enough, not good enough. If they can get a great camera, because phones have great cameras, then I can see it in contention with being up against the flagships. But right now, the way it stands with a Meteor camera, I can't put it in. You can't put that in the flagship race. You see what I'm saying? So.
I mean, OnePlus is definitely they're promoting it as a flagship. They're no longer the flagship killers.
No way. No.
They got flagships, but what they bring to the table, I think it's going to be a solid package. I think the only thing that I'm concerned about is their cameras, because the price is right. I mean, $699 for that 8 gigs and 256 or whatever it is. Price is right.
It's definitely
the one for $750 is technically not even needed, because you don't need 12 gigs of RAM. They want you to pay extra $50 for 12 gigs of RAM, or for extra 4 gigs. Right. You got to actually tell us it's really worth it. You know what I'm saying? But the middle one for $699, that's going to be a hot seller.
It is like
256 gig storage.
Yeah, because I missed the whole event. I was busy at work, so I missed the entire event.
You ain't
going back and looking at, you know how the events be.
I was falling asleep.
I fall asleep with all of them usually, except Apple. So Apple kind of keeps my attention, but the rest of them is just their presentations are boring.
Yeah, but Apple does a really good job. You know, they hype
a good job keeping your attention. But once I saw that price point for what they offered, I was like, wow. But in my mind, I was just waiting to see what the camera was. Now, I did watch some of the commercial. That dropped today. I did watch a few of them, and I was glad that they were keeping it real with the camera. Like, the camera is still not good. I'm like,
so that's what they were saying. I haven't watched it. They were saying that the camera's not good on it.
They didn't say it was not good. They were just saying it's not up to par. You know, they weren't really like point. Yeah, it's the weak point on it. You know what I mean? They weren't like crapping on it. But they were saying that is the weak point of it. Everything is pretty much good, but the camera is kind of mediocre type thing. You know what I mean?
What did they compare it again? What other phone did they compare it again?
They did first impressions.
They just did first impressions in the 3-week reviews, or whatever.
Okay, so check this out though. There's absolutely no way that you had a phone for 3 weeks and you didn't compare it against another camera. Come on, son. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. There's no way. I can't even have a phone for one day without putting it next to another camera. That's ridiculous.
Hey, look, we all in tech YouTube, right? And we all know that I call out shit or whatever, right? It's the same formula. It's the same formula every time. First, they got the phone for 3 weeks, so they got their first impressions.
Right.
They're going to talk about the phone itself. They're not going to talk about anything else. Then they're going to start introducing little tests. How does this phone work against the Samsung Galaxy? How does this phone work against that one? Then they're going to have 2 weeks later, 3 weeks later, 30 days later. It's all a written script. Like, they go in that same cycle over and over and over.
I just can't believe that they had them phones for 3 weeks and they didn't put the camera next to another phone. Come on,
they put it next to another phone, but they not gonna shoot their entire load in one video.
Yeah,
They
They
want
people to buy the phone. They want their job now pretty much is to stay in commercial mode and tell you it's great, and slightly tell you that it's not too good.
You know what? I felt they all gave it a fair shake today. I felt like I felt that way. I didn't feel any. I think MKBHD said it was his
favorite
phone of the year,
2019.
Yeah,
I was like, wow.
Now Tech King on the budget, not that part. That's why the only one I really paid attention was Mr. Mobile, because he's always going to keep it a buck with his stuff. And even he was. I can't now Tech King. Now quote me if I'm wrong, but he was just like, "Can I recommend you buy it?" Yeah, but it's kind of like not really though, kind of type deal. You know what I mean? Like he kept it just straight up. Like it's good, price good, but should you buy it with another flagship? I don't really know. You know what I mean? So,
well, I guess we'll find out when we get it. You know what I'm saying? We got to stand in line. You know what I'm saying? We got to put our stuff on layaway. We don't get ours right away. You know what I'm saying?
You know that, man.
Sometimes I get some stuff up front. I ain't gonna front. I do get some stuff up front sometimes, but not from the big dogs, not from the major corporations like that. I should say, or the people who are always in the limelight. But I don't mind spending my money and buying it because I'm still having fun. When I stop having fun, I'm done. I'm going to get me a BlackBerry and sit in the corner.
See, how do you feel about them not releasing those 7 though in the US? I think that's a turning point for OnePlus, I think.
But see, the problem with that is I was actually hyped for the 7. I wasn't hyped for the Pro. If you've been following me around,
I didn't care about the Pro.
Yeah, I was telling everybody I'm getting the 7 first, and I'm gonna transition over to the Pro. But the fact that they only releasing it elsewhere, it's still got stereo speakers. It's still got 855. You know what I'm saying? It's got all the latest stuff. It just don't have it's missing the one camera, and it's got the teardrop at the top. Other than that, it's pretty much a solid upgrade to the 16. Internally, you know what I'm saying? And the cameras are good. So this is the same as the 7 Pro. So I don't understand why I know why they didn't, because if they released that phone over here too, I believe it was supposed to release it like $569. Everybody would have bought that. They would have been like, I still get stereo speakers. I don't care about that teardrop. I get it. I mean, I could save $100. They don't want to do what Google did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bring out the Pixel 3 and then slap everybody in the face with the 3A.
Right. I mean, but the thing with me is, I'm like, is this going to be a trend going forward? Because if you're doing this, are you forgetting about where you came from with your whole theme of OnePlus in the beginning about being the flagship killer? Like now, are you just getting away from that completely, and now you just OnePlus just wants to have a flagship? Like I'm trying to figure out what field they're going to play in now. You know what I mean?
They have to get away from that though.
Yeah. Because
if they want to compete against Samsung and Apple and the likes of that, they have to get away from it, because the problem with OnePlus was great. It gave you a whole bunch of shit inside of a phone that you needed and wanted for a budget price, but everyone held that against them. They're like, oh, it's a budget phone for a reason. There's this and there's that. They won't be on the level because they're chasing after Samsung, calling themselves a flagship killer. But you can kind of see it in that dude's face during the presentation today, where he was just like, yeah, I'm going to read off all this amazing shit, and you guys are still going to give me a whole bunch of shit about it. Even though we're doing all this great stuff for only a certain amount of money, I'm still going to catch hell for this. Right. Like, he literally looked like he just drank a whole bunch of alcohol and came out on stage like, fuck it, here's the presentation. I don't give a shit.
Oh, man.
But that's where OnePlus is. You're gonna have people that are like, oh, well, it's just a mid-range phone. It ain't no flagship. But once you get into the flagship, now you really got to come with everything with the
you got to refine it
and everything.
Yeah, else. You got to refine it now. If you're gonna play in this flagship, you got to have a good camera. You kind of need to have some type of IP rating. Either I don't care about that really, but if you're going to compete in the flagship range and start playing around that $700 price point, then you're gonna need some IP. You're gonna need some wireless charging, and you really gonna need the camera. If not, you're still gonna be on the bottom. If you're with the flagship, you're still gonna be on the bottom. I don't care how fast your phone is. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how I feel about it. My man LB in here, man. He did me say, yo, I got something to say about the OnePlus, so I had to go ahead and get him up in here.
What's good, y'all?
What's good, homie?
I think that OnePlus was a whole lot too late and too little.
Okay.
I mean, That's to me, that's got to be the most boring release of the year.
Okay.
It's just, what was the point? They did all this hype prior. The owner was hyping this phone up like we were about to be blown away, and there was a whole bunch of to do about nothing. That pop-up camera, they could have saved the money on the engineering. All this engineering money they did on this pop-up camera, you know, who needs it? Who wants it? You could have just gave wireless charging, gave us a headphone jack with a decent DAC, and that phone would have been a home run.
See what you're saying?
Period.
I feel like it's a little bit missing from it too. I felt like it was like, I wasn't like amazed by it. Like once I saw the specs, I was like, okay, I'm just not. Okay, put it like this. This is the first OnePlus device I did not rush out and buy. The very first one. Put that, and that should tell you, like, I don't really have any plans on getting it. To be 100% honest with you, I don't know if I'm even going to get it. Like, straight up.
See, the problem with OnePlus is they only halfway in the pool. Like, they not fully committing to being flagship, you know, throw everything and have everything nailed down and have it be perfect. Like, they trying to be flagship, but they trying to be budget at the same time.
Right.
They won't have constraints on both sides. So it's like you not really serving either audience. Like the people who are budget minded are still looking at this phone like this is a $600-700 phone, and Google got a $400 phone. Right. You got other people that's like, well, if I'm paying $600-700, I can just go ahead and pay another $50 or $800 and jump into an iPhone or jump into a Samsung S10e. So really, like, OnePlus didn't do itself no favors.
They didn't. You're right. That's true. Very true. Very true.
Not whatsoever. And the thing is, on a business tip, I got a feeling, because Google knows that they just changed the rules of the game. They know
they
that.
did.
They
Right.
realize that they just changed the rules of the game. So with them knowing that they just changed the rules of the game, don't think that they're going to come out with the with the Pixel 4 and not play the same pricing game. I would not be surprised if they came out with this Pixel 4 and they still cut some because let's face it, guys. Do we really need a glass back on the phone? Is that really a big deal to us?
I don't personally.
We only need it for wireless charging.
Wireless charging.
Premium materials.
Premium materials that make that price tag go $300. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
I don't care. It wouldn't really bother me. But the back of the Pixel design doesn't bother me, being it polycarbonate, plastic, wherever it is, doesn't bother me.
Right. So the thing is if Google comes out and they price that Pixel 4, say about $150 more than where the most expensive 3A is, that's going to kill the game. That's going to change the rules for Samsung. Apple certainly is going to take a beating. And you cannot tell me Google doesn't understand this and know this. Because one of the key things that they did to this 3A was put the headphone jack in there. And the way that they announced it was like, they announced it to the point where it's like they realized they messed up and they're righting their wrong. Right. You see what I'm saying? So with them changing the game, OnePlus was just way behind. They were like, they was the last man in the race.
Yeah.
Oh no, let me jump in. I must be on the wrong screen because I don't know. I was impressed with the OnePlus because technically I think this budget price or whatever flagship deal, I think they're done with that. That's why they didn't release in the US 7. Now as far as the OnePlus 7 Pro, there's a whole bunch about that phone that's different than any other flagship out right now. There's a ton of things that are different. Yeah, it doesn't have wireless charging, but OnePlus still dumped it in a bucket of water. So they're kind of hinting around saying we don't want to pay for this IP rating, but we got a slight IP rating. And as far as the screen goes, that's the only screen with a 90 refresh rate, 90 hertz refresh rate. There's no other cell phones like that. There's how many phones have that big display like that? Besides Vivo, because they jumped in Vivo's bucket and jumped in Oppo's bucket and took one of their old phones and labeled it the OnePlus. They did around, but my only concern with OnePlus, I personally think that's a fantastic package for $699. The low price one is $669. How many other phones besides the G8 is down in that flagship territory that's offering a lot. None. There's none offering. So I think OnePlus is actually going to do pretty good with this phone. I don't think they're going to, and it's on carriers too, right? It's on T-Mobile. It's on T-Mobile. And you know, T-Mobile going to sell a boatload of these because they sold the OnePlus 6T like crazy. So I think the OnePlus has made that mark, man. I think they're going in the right direction. And I think the only thing I'm concerned about is the cameras. And if they're not good, that phone is still worth $750. Because
I agree. Yeah.
The S10 Plus and the S10, those phones aren't worth that price. That's nothing but a rebranded TouchWiz. And yeah, Samsung has great cameras. They have great screens, but them software updates not going to happen like we think. And then you got the iPhone. Well, you locked down if you go to an iPhone, and they just caught that lawsuit too. So now all the users are going to be trying to get in on Apple right there. Going to force Apple to make some changes. So I think OnePlus, because I think I did a video like 6 months ago or 4 months ago saying that OnePlus could take over. If people don't think this OnePlus is a good device, I don't know what to tell them, because this device has pretty much everything.
It is. When you said it up here, clown about them can take over. Now, if they're going to dive into that flagship range, this is a good start.
That is a flagship.
It's a great start. But if you go, but do we keep giving them passes? Well, we can't give them a pass. This is their first time indulging in the flagship market. So I feel like their next flagship, they need to bring it then. Like from now on,
what's wrong with the one they just released?
I feel like you still should have a better camera.
Like, yeah, but we haven't tested the camera yet.
True. Yeah, true. And I know a lot of people. I don't take what a lot of people say.
But you know how we felt about this Pixel 3a. Remember, we was like, oh, that processor. After we got it, though, we was like,
true. So
I'm just saying that I ain't writing OnePlus off. Every OnePlus that I buy every year is absolutely fantastic. The only problem I have is their cameras. So if this camera is bad, because even though the cameras were bad or not the best on the other OnePlus, there still was better purchases than all the other flagships. A flagship now doesn't have to have a Quad HD display. No. Tons of phones have 1080p displays, and I think what OnePlus is doing here, I think they came with some thunder, man. And Google did change the game. They changed the game with the 3A, but Google is fighting themselves, man, because they got the Pixel 3 out.
Right.
And the Pixel 3 has a 1080p display. You know what I'm saying? And it's $800. So you tell me, would you take a Pixel 3 or a OnePlus 7 Pro for $750 or the Pixel 3 for $799? Which one would you take?
Probably the OnePlus.
Yeah.
I mean, even though the Pixel has better still cameras, the Pixel's cameras aren't that great for video either. People say, remember, audio and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's a mixed bag. I think OnePlus did a good job. You know, the presentation was boring as I don't know what, but the fact of the matter is they're offering a whole bunch of phones for $699, $750, and $669.
It's probably right.
That's just what I think. I don't think.
Let me ask you this.
What's up?
Let me ask you this though. Okay, because it's easy for you to say that, all right? And it's easy. No. Look, it's easy for you. It's easy for you to say that, and easy for me to say that, right?
Oh yeah.
But if I walk my mother into the store right now, all right, and I give her that OnePlus, and I give her that Pixel, all right. The only thing that my mother cares about right now, and when she looks at that phone, is two things. She's gonna look at that phone and look at the pictures, okay, because she wants to take pictures of all her little grandbabies and everything, all right. And she's gonna look at the picture on a Pixel compared to that OnePlus, all right. Then the other thing is, my mother is gonna know where she's able to plug her headphones at, and she gonna go, baby, I can get this for $400, and I can still plug my headphones in. I don't like those wireless thingies that you be putting in your ear.
Yeah, but you're comparing that to the 3A. It need to be going against the Pixel 3, not the 3A, because that's a flagship from OnePlus. That's a Quad HD display, 90 Hz, 256 gig storage.
But that's what I'm saying. The only people to put value on flagships are you, me, the rest of the YouTube community or creator or review community, and the various people out there in the public that get advertised to.
I mean, I wouldn't even tell your moms to get none of those phones. I would tell her to go get a Moto G7 because the Moto G7, all those phones that are $200, they are fantastic, man. And they got headphone jack. All of those are pretty much solid phones, man. But I think the average consumer sometimes gets fooled into purchasing the wrong phone by the sales rep. I would never tell the average consumer if they have a budget of like $500. I would try to keep them as low as possible on that $500 for the best phone, and so they can put all that other money. I mean, the conversation is about the OnePlus, the Pixel, all this, but if they say, "Hey, my budget is, I don't mind spending $500," that's a tough sale because then I would start asking them, "Do you mind importing phone, or are you stuck on the U.S. stuff?" There's a ton of phones out there that are not in the U.S. that are better than what we have over here. But the Pixel 3a is one of the few phones, the Moto G7, the Sony phones, they're all pretty decent, man, for the price.
Right. So let me ask you this now.
Yeah.
All right. So Jay, you were talking about the 90 hertz display. Now I never had a phone with a like a super high refresh rate.
Me neither.
You take the 90 hertz refresh rate or not a 90 hertz refresh rate and get that little bit of battery life back, because they're saying it's the 90 hertz is kind of not, even though it has a 4,000 milliamp battery, it still isn't that great, but that may be due to that 90 hertz display. So would you rather take the 90 hertz or would you take a better battery life?
Yeah, see, the thing about that is battery life depends on the user. So the people that might tell you that it's getting bad battery life or it's not the best, and they might think it's because of that 90 hertz, they might have way more apps than I have. They might have more emails set up.
That's true.
Because people always tell me, how you got 6 hours of screen on time? And I'm like, well, I don't do Snapchat. I don't do Facebook. Facebook is a resource hog. Facebook hogs resources. I don't do Facebook. I don't do Snapchat. I don't do a lot of that stuff. And I leave all my sync on. But if you were speaking of a specific phone, like if you said, Jay, what do you want, the OnePlus 7 Pro or the G8? That's a hard decision because the G8 has everything.
Yep. That's true.
I probably would take the G8, to be honest, because it's smaller. It's more pocketable. It's got an IP rating, official IP rating. You know what I'm saying? It looks better, I think. You know what I'm saying? I think the G8 looks better. Because I'm rocking the crimson joint or the red joint. I think this is the best one besides that gray one. The gray one is next. I probably would have bought the gray one if T-Mobile had it. I don't know, but the red one is, to me, the red one, no black, just no black. The black is everybody's black phone. So, I think OnePlus is on the right direction. I think that is a flagship, to be fair. Personally, I don't really care what the other reviewers say, nothing personal, because I want to buy it and experience it myself. Oh, yeah. And in most cases, T, when we start reviewing phones, we have a completely different outlook of what somebody else.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
We tend to see it completely different. At least I know I do. I'm like, man, they said this phone sucked. People said the G8. People said the G8 wasn't good. I'm like,
huh? Great.
What? I don't get it.
Great. Like,
I don't get it.
It's great. Now, Android stud, I gotta disagree, man. I need fast charging. Like,
I need some fast charging.
I gotta have fast charging. Like,
I don't like wireless charging, so I gotta have some kind of fast charging.
I don't have to have wireless charging, but fast charging is a must. There's so many times where you can be on your phone and you're like, oh, I gotta go somewhere. Like, I need fast charging because regular slow charging is the absolute worst. So I have to have fast charging way more than wireless charging, any of that, man. Fast charging matters to me for sure.
But if it's got a big battery, I mean, okay, maybe I don't. If it, like if it lasts off the charge for a long time, then that's fine. But fast charging, I'm used to it now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm used to fast charging. So it would be weird not to have it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But if they told me we're taking away your fast charging and your wireless charging, but you get a 5,000 milliamp hour battery, like a slim, I'll be like, let's do it. I'll be like, let's do it. I don't care about no fast charging.
Right. So I mean, that's where I'm at. I mean, like I said, if they want to dive into the flagship range, this is a good start. Maybe I'll get it. I don't know. I'm not pressed right now to get it, but maybe down the line I'll get it. You know what I mean? I just did it. I was looking forward for like you said, the 7 or
I was trying to get the smaller brother. I wasn't trying to get the big.
I was not. I had my money on that. Like if they would have came out with that today, I would have bought it. But the Pro, I'm for some odd reason in my mind, I'm not pressed to get it. Like I'm not pressed to get it at all. Like I don't even. Maybe it'll change. Maybe that mindset will change the next week or two. I might get it. But right now, it's not on my mind. I have my mindset on when this is over. When I get done with work today, I'm ordering the 7. And then everybody kept going there and was like, oh, it's not even offered. I'm like, well, I guess I'm not ordering the OnePlus then. You know what I mean? So,
and see, I guess that's where I guess that's where I kind of it rubs me the wrong way, and I guess because I'm always a business forward person, and you know how OnePlus releases like 2 more phones before the year is out.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at it like to the fact that Google just released this 3A, and Google has to release another set of phones before the year is out.
No, see, they don't have to. That's the peer pressure of the industry.
Are they going to though?
Yeah, I don't think they should be. I mean, what is the purpose of that? Because I'm not saying anybody's wrong, but personally, let me go talk to the marketing team. I'll tell them, don't do that. Discount the Pixel 3. You know, do something with 3A. All they're doing is bringing the sweet Snapdragon 855. What else? 4 gigs of RAM. What are they going to do different? Unless they change the hardware, they don't need to do it. They should do it.
I'm trying to figure out what they would do if they did. I don't know.
But
see,
the only reason why we moved to multiple phones a year is because the carriers and the companies find out that they can make so much more money by just having people do device payment plans, and they just keep on jumping up. Yep. And then they're going to take back the same phones and sell them to all the people who didn't want to pay full price, and they're going to buy them refurbished, recertified, or whatever. So they double dipping.
Yeah.
Yep. They're making money off the phone twice.
So that's why we got them coming out like, you know, every 5 fucking seconds. You know, you buy a brand new S10. Let's say you bought the S10 on launch, right? 30 days from launch, your phone was considered old. Nobody cares about it anymore. Everybody's talking about Note 10, Note 10, Note 10. And I'm just like, they just came out with this $1,000 amazing phone that no one cares about anymore. 30 days later, the life of the phone. That everybody then moved on.
The Note 9 is like 500 right now, like straight out, like on eBay, brand new.
Just think about that. Like, how much was that 512 when it came out? Like,
it was 15 or it was it 15 or
15, something like that. 15.
Or, no, that's the S10. It was like 1250 or something like that. Right?
You know what? Us saying those prices is so crazy right now to me. Yep. Like, just within this past few weeks of the phones that we've seen for great, and I'm making a video about this, the phones that we've seen, we got the 3A, we got the G8. I mean, even if you want to go take it almost to the S10e, you know what I mean? If you want to, that $1,000 price point, 11, 12 is really rubbing just the wrong way to me now. It's like, now it has my whole mindset. Like, why are we paying $1,000 for phones? Like, why are we paying $1,000? Why are we wearing $1,200, $1,500 just to put a ceramic back on a phone? Like, now that's an issue with me now. Before it never was an issue. Now it really is an issue. Now paying that amount of money for a phone, even reviewing phones, it's just like I don't even care if it's not even worth reviewing it because you ain't not gonna get your
the return is not gonna be there unless you. That's I posted that on Twitter earlier. Like if you buy a phone that's $700. And you only do 2 videos on it, you're wasting your money and you ain't getting no return on it, especially if you're trying to be a YouTuber. If you're trying to be a YouTuber, a tech YouTuber, you got to hustle and grind. You know what I'm saying? You got to make sure you're tagging them right. It's too much that goes into a video. Like that video that Tech Rant did on MKBHD. I don't know if that's his biggest video, but that video got thousands of hits right away.
Right away.
Tagged it right. He has something. There was something to talk about on the G8. Like there was a purpose for that video. And look what happened. He had like 100,000 views or something like that. Video got a lot of views in a short period of time.
Yeah.
And if you doing YouTube and you buying phones that are $1,000 a pop, and you're not making $1,000 on those phones, you really wasting your money.
You're right.
You gotta just stick to one. Find what you good at on YouTube, man, and just hone in on that. Hone in on that because. I believe, I know it shouldn't sound hypocritical, but I'm not really a hypocrite, but I'm buying the phones because I'm making the money in return from YouTube. Right. A lot of people might not be, but I don't also tell people to go out and spend all this money all the time. I try to do phones that are a lot more affordable. The camera stuff, like I was saying on your video earlier, good video, by the way. But I commented on there saying, the only problem I see is that you a voice now, T, so don't get it twisted now. People are listening to you. So you're going to mess around and have some people go out there that ain't got that money and spend that money on that camera gear and they ain't going to get them views and they going to come back, gee, man, why you tell me to go?
I will hope you know your financial situation before you got money on
See,
the camera.
You are correct. You are 100% right. However, you got people that come back to you and say, man, I bought this phone, I ain't even like it, or other creators have come to me and said, you said this was good and yada, yada, yada. I'm like, man, it ain't my fault. You can't tag your videos right. I mean, what you want me to do?
I always say this. At the end of the day, what does the phone do for you? What does it do for you?
Right.
I would say right now, it's people walking the face of the earth right now that got a Samsung S3 somewhere, and they the happiest people on earth.
Yep.
There's
nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right, though.
There's nothing wrong with it.
You're
like,
right.
Like you got somebody out. God damn, TJ. You got somebody out there that all they need is a phone. They need it to talk. They need it to text. And they might need to. Oh my God, stop.
Wreck-It Ralph up there.
But, you know, some people just need basic shit. Like, all right, New sent me this phone or whatever, right? And it's like $200, I think, maybe $175 or whatever, right? This is a perfect phone that you can give to a kid and let them go ham and do whatever, you know? It's $170. Who wants to give their kid a phone that's $400, $500, $600? Like it's bro.
Light skinned warrior back there, man.
Man, I'm telling you, T, get ready.
Oh my goodness, man. But nah, you're right though. You're right though. Like, you're right. There are somebody out there right now. Like, what do you do on your phone? You're right.
Yeah, but the thing is, there's a like the only people that are concerned about this stuff right here are tech really, and the people who follow the tech. Because I'm telling you, I've said it a million times. I have no reason to lie. I've been on plenty of conferences that I was called to and meetings, and I thought that everybody was going to be techie. I'm sitting there with people with phones from Walmart that was $19, and they looking at me like I'm a snob. I'm like, wow. It was just one meeting that I went to. I was so embarrassed. They were like, everybody take out their phones and sit them on the table. Okay. I pulled out like 4 phones. And they was like, people was looking at me like, we gonna rob him. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yeah, you can try. We gonna fight. Right. But I put like 4 phones on the table, take my Bluetooths out, and everybody else putting iPhone 4S's with cracked screens on the table, ZTE phones from Walmart. I was like, what the heck? I just was like, wow, okay, this is embarrassed. I was embarrassed. Even though I'm sitting there amongst these people, and they were like, well, what do you do for a living? I was like, nothing. I don't do nothing. I kind of just backed into a corner because they were like, I can't afford this. I can't afford that. I would never spend that much on a phone. And it's like, whoa, you know, and then after going through that several times, I realized that the average consumer is really the average consumer. They don't spend over $200 for a phone. They just not trying to hear it.
They're not. Yeah, that is very true. Like some just do not spend. Like I got a coworker. He has an iPhone 6 Plus, I think, and he's just like, I think he may have just upgraded like last week, but he was just like, yo, it does what I need to do.
He got his money's worth. Because that phone came out 3 years ago or 4 years ago. I don't know how long.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
so I was just like, phone. Yo, he was just like, it does what it needs to do. I'm like, you know, for iPhones, you can do that. Androids, you're not gonna be keeping your phone for 4 years because it's not gonna work. It's gonna be slow.
Why is it like that?
It's just
I got 5-year-old, 6-year-old Android phones, but the software is like Kit Kat. You know what I'm saying? They just give up on them. I don't understand.
They just throw it to the wayside. Their life is long. Is you know.
But I mentioned this before. T. Do you really seriously? Do you really need Pi? Like, do we really need Pi?
No, you don't. You don't.
Did it change our life any?
No. You don't. But the problem with that is Android phones with the fragmentation that they have. By the time 5 years from now, Android phones are going to be running a minimum of 10 gigs of RAM. Minimum. That's gonna be a budget phone probably in the flagship area at least. So the problem with Android phones is when you don't update the software and it's stuck on old software, you got to do a whole bunch to keep it running.
Yeah,
you can't just run with. At least that's the way it was in the past. Now current day, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll be better. Like I'll test my G8 5 years from now if I still have it. Chances are it'll probably be running really smooth because back then we were excited about cameras that were 0.03. You know what I'm saying? We have 500 megabytes of RAM. You know what I'm saying? It was bad back then.
Right.
But now it's a different story. So, and if Google do it right, they could be the champions of. It saddens me that they're not the champions in the Android game. It's sad.
And because they used to be.
They,
Like,
even if they don't bring back the Nexus line, take the Pixel line to the next level and just lower the prices and do what OnePlus is doing, and they will control the industry, bro.
That Nexus 6P, the
Lovely.
Nexus 6,
Lovely.
the Nexus 5X, or what was it? 5X. All of those was like timeless devices. All of that. Now, regardless, all of those cameras were suspect.
Yeah.
On all of those, and that was just the thing of the Nexus, kind of like the new age OnePlus. Like, you know, the cameras just wasn't there, but everything else was perfect. Like that Nexus 6, man, that was like, what was a 6-inch screen?
Yeah.
And that was
stereo
huge.
speakers,
man.
Everything, man.
See,
he was a boss. The 6P was a boss.
That's why I'm saying, business wise, I got a feeling that Google has been made aware. When OnePlus entered into T-Mobile, I think that got Google's attention, because it's like, okay, this is where we used to be. That's supposed to be our space. Let's take it back, because they see that they couldn't compete against. They can't. Let's be realistic. They can't compete head to head with Apple and Samsung. They just can't do it. Their design.
They can if they wanted to. Like, remember, Google has all this money, and their cell phone division, to be honest, is a joke compared to how much attention they put into everything else. They don't make most of their money off of phones. They don't make hardly any money off. That are sink or swim with their phones. Like, if Apple doesn't make a good phone, they sink. They going down. That's their bread and butter is their phone. Whereas Google is just like, here you go, you know.
Well, their objective was different.
Into it.
Yeah, their objective was different from the get-go. The only reason that Google started making phones in the first place was to show people how they wanted Android to be.
Yeah.
But where they messed up, and I'm glad they fixed it recently. Where they messed up was they tried to do this whole exclusivity thing, like, oh, we're just Google and we're with just Verizon. OnePlus looked at that and was like, all right, well, we'll be just with T-Mobile. And so now Google's like, yeah, we kind of got to go everywhere else now.
Yeah, they don't have a choice. They kick themselves in the foot. And I think they can easily rebound. You just need that one device. You just need that one device. And Google has it in them. Imagine if Google, okay, bro, listen, take the 3A and the 3A XL, put an 855 in it, and keep the price the same. They didn't shut the game down right there. People will forget all about wireless charging and IP ratings. Put an 855 in here, and they done.
You right?
They done. Like the industry is finished, man. For as far as I'm concerned, I would never buy a OnePlus.
But you know what? You know what, Jay? They could put a ceramic back on their premium phone and still stay within the price bracket.
Yeah,
because,
you're right. They could.
Because who was that did it? Was that the Mi Mix?
Yeah.
That phone was ceramic, and it was still what, $300, $400?
No, it was 6 when it debuted, I believe. 6 or 650 or something like that. I bought it. I bought both of them. $699 or something like that. I think it was still worth it though. I mean, it was
right.
Boss. Yeah, you're right. It was boss. But I don't think ceramic is premium. I think Google is on to something with these plastic phones right here. And I think that they definitely need to capitalize on it, man. If they don't capitalize on the 3A lineup, something's wrong with them. They you guys were saying earlier, that's not Google's bread and butter. They're the biggest search engine. They're search giants, man. They got money. They got Google Fiber. They got money everywhere. But their bread and butter is from ads.
Right.
From what I understand, they're a search giant. They bring it like that. They're getting all the money from there. So if they do get better at the cell phone game and partner with Huawei again, partner with LG, partner with somebody, give us something good. Because the who makes the 3A and the 3X? Who made these? Do y'all know? Or was it in-house Google, or what is it? Who made them?
That's HTC line, ain't it?
Huh?
Isn't that the byproduct of their purchase of HTC?
I don't know. It might be, but whoever did it, I think it's a fantastic phone. But I think Google needs to hurry up and capitalize. I don't think they should bring a premium phone, is what I'm saying. They could bring a 4A or Pixel 4.
I
don't think it should be a premium phone.
Basically, where they didn't have a premium phone. Because you want to be technical, the first premium phone they really had, they made to me was a 6P. When we were talking about premium, the 6P before that, it was all plastic. It wasn't the best quality, but that's when you cared. That's when Samsungs weren't running top tier. You know what I mean? That's when stock Android was the blazing fast thing to do. And that's when you didn't care. That's back then before we even started. That's back then we didn't care about that. The 6P was their first one when Huawei made it. And that thing was beautiful. People hated it.
It sold a boatload of it.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, do you think they should not make no flagship? You want them to just go back to the old school Nexus days?
It's not that they shouldn't make. It's not that they shouldn't make a flagship. I don't think they have to make a quote unquote premium phone. That way, the price can stay, like the quality, the materials that they use. I mean, you got a 3A over there with you. Don't you think that phone is pretty decent quality?
No, it's not bad. Good. Like, it is not bad at all.
It's got some weight to it. You know what I'm saying?
It does. It does not feel plasticky at all.
It does not. It feels the same as my Pixel. And so if they don't have to bring out this quality glass back and all this other stuff, and we can still get a Snapdragon 865 or whatever the next one is, we can still get all these things because they got that camera in there. They got the same camera in the phone. They added a headphone jack, put bigger batteries in. I mean, they can do it, but do they want to?
Right.
I mean, how much money does it? Anybody looked up how much money it actually costs to make the 3As yet? Has it leaked out yet, or it can't be more than $200? It can't be more than $200.
I haven't heard many people talking about it, so I guess it hasn't been leaked out yet.
It can't be more than $200. It's a plastic phone. The only thing that's powerful in there is the battery and the camera. I mean,
and it's got an OLED display.
Yeah, it's got an OLED display. It can't be that much because an iPhone costs what, $275 to make? And they sell it for $1,000, $1,200, $1,500. I mean, that phone is glass in titanium, or not titanium. What's the 7000 series or whatever? This phone probably costs $150 to make or $100.
You're right.
Gotta be.
You're right. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think they found a sweet spot, and like I said, and as soon as I got it in my hand, as soon as I got it fully loaded up, the first thing my mind went to was the old school Nexus. Like, it went. I'm talking about it went straight there. Like, it didn't go to any other phone. I didn't think about it as a Pixel 3 or 3XL. I did not at all. It went straight to this. Feels like a Nexus 5. Like, and
you're right, man. I didn't think about that.
And I like that. That was the first thing my mind went to. I'm talking about when a camera cut off after I did my unboxing. I set it up, and I was sitting right here at this desk. I feel this feels like a Nexus 5, and I like that because I love the Nexus 5. You know what I mean? Like, and that's when everybody was, doing custom ROMs and all that other good stuff. But that's the thing they got at me, and I feel like there was a lot of people out there that's missing that feeling of what it was when they had the old school Nexus devices, when they were doing the routing and when they were doing everything like that. I feel like that's a little void that they missed that they can bring right back, maybe like more so on like the developer sides of these things and really bring that old feeling back. That's why I felt they hit at the park with these phones at the price point, what they have to offer, and I'm so glad they didn't skip out on the camera. And I'm so glad they didn't do that. You know what I mean? Like, so I feel like they knocked out the park with this now. I don't know if they should keep this or I don't know. Like, I guess after this device is in more hands, they're going to see how much they sell. They hopefully they see this their bread and butter, and you need to go out there and spend crazy amounts of money. Now, how much was the 3XL when it first released? How much was that phone?
It started at $899.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if you're gonna make an $899 phone now, it needs to be perfect. Like,
I found the Galaxy S10 manufacturing price. And it only costs $420 to manufacture the Galaxy S10 128 gig model, and they sell it for $999.
Yeah.
And so
they're making 100% profit.
No, it's not. It's a 57% profit margin. But the iPhone XS Max only costs $400, and this is the 256 gig. It only costs $443 to make, and they sell it for $1,250. 65% profit.
Whew.
So how much you think this Pixel costs? About $100 or $59?
$150, right?
Yeah. It can't be too much because the Galaxy S9 Plus cost $379 to make, and they sold it for $840.
So BVZ said Nexus phones have flagship processors, though. It's not a Nexus to me. I'm looking at all my Nexus phones since the S, not the same. I didn't say it felt like one. Now, I'm not saying that all the internal specs were Nexus. I'm saying the overall feeling, the overall feel in hand, the way it ran, the whole persona of the phone screamed Nexus to me. Now, I'm not knocking what you said, BVZ, but you took it just a little deeper with this, like the process. I'm not thinking about it as terms of the process. And to be honest with you, if you gave anybody this phone and gave somebody 855 and told them which one's quicker, they wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
They won't be able to tell the difference.
You know what I mean? That's why I'm just like, I'm looking at it as the price point, what it offers, where it lacks, where the Nexus phones, the price point, where they lacked. It's very similar when it comes to the 3.8. That's the terms I'm looking at it. Of course,
if they would have rebranded this, if they would have said, we scrapping the Pixel line, welcome to our new Nexus line, everybody would have got excited just because they labeled it Nexus.
Nexus, yep.
Just because they labeled it Nexus, everybody would have been like, "Oh shoot, you know what's coming now, baby." They would have got pumped up about it, They wouldn't really care.
That, though, it would have been too confusing.
Yeah.
It would have been better if they would have labeled these the Pixel line, because you got the Pixel 3 owners. Some Pixel 3 owners are pissed because we get the same camera. Well, I got the Pixel 3 also, but you get the same camera and better battery life and a headphone jack for less money.
LaShawn, how you feel out there, LaShawn?
LaShawn don't care, man. He told me he don't care. He said he ain't mad about it. He said I'm cool with it.
No, I know he's straight with it, but the ball is in Google's court right now.
Sure is.
The ball is in their court. What are you going to do next? What are you going to? So I'm just sitting back waiting, because the balls are in a lot of people's courts right now when it comes to the tech space. Like, what are you? It's about to be a little dicey out here to see. It's just, I'm curious what everybody does. I'm curious what Apple does when you got devices like the 10Rs and everybody has their budget version now. If whatever you want to call it, budget or wherever you want to call it, mid range or however you label it, but. It's just going to be interesting to see how these companies move when you have these mid-rangers performing just like flagships. You see what I'm saying? So I just feel like the days of paying $1,000 are over out there. I know people are still going to buy them because they can get them on plans, and that's all they know. You know what I mean? That's all they know. All they know is I got to get this iPhone, or all I know is I got to get this new Samsung Galaxy S10. Or you know what I mean? So I don't know, man.
I think that Google. If Google don't capitalize on the 3A lineup, they in trouble. They wasting. They playing with the customers, man. They playing with the customers, bro. They playing with the customers if they don't capitalize. Then they gonna let one.
Because right now they got. Yeah, because right now I think they got everybody on the ropes. It's up to them to just man. They got everybody on the ropes, and they can knock it out the park with this 4. I'm curious to see what they do with this. They do with this 4, man. But Jay, I know you said you about to roll, man.
No, I got like another 10 minutes, man. I gotta bounce. I gotta head over to because I ended up not leaving. Remember I talked to you earlier. I was gonna leave.
Yeah.
I had to cook dinner first, so I said I'm
not gonna be here too long. This is work night. So
I can hang for like another 10 minutes, and I gotta bounce.
I'll probably keep it up for another. I said it was gonna be over.
You know what, man? It would have. Okay, we got to touch on the phone. I want to talk about the phone I'm talking about before I get out of here. The Sony Xperia 1, man.
Oh, see that you
Sony Xperia
I don't have any experience. You got to talk.
But did you see that? You see the leak? They just leaked the Sony Xperia 2 already. The 1 ain't even out yet.
See, I'm so behind. I don't know anything about Sony's. You got me with that.
Man, you got to get up on Sony, man. Is Easy in here, man? Easy in here. You got to get up on Sony, bro. You got to get up on Sony.
Easy in
here. What's up, E? Tell them that Sony, because people be doubting that G8. I can't believe you ain't put out that much footage on the G8, man.
I'm still, man. I've been busy. I tell you, I don't even have a S10e review up. Like
you sure don't.
I've been busy, man. I have been like lacking on recording. I've been doing a whole bunch of other stuff, man.
Your recording game is tight, bro. I've been watching everything. You just need to put out that footage on that G8.
Oh, I'm about to start pumping. I'm about to put the picture aside for a second because I'm gonna do a full S10e review. I still got comparisons coming to the G8 about how I feel it's a better body than the S10e. So I still have a bunch of videos coming. Like I'm not done. It's gonna be a little late, but it is what it is.
I would love to get if I could get like a free Sony phone and send it to you. You would be somewhat impressed, bro. The cameras and stuff is really good, on a lot of these Sony phones. I would need to send you a high-end phone. I couldn't send you the Xperia 10. You'd be like, Jay, come on, man. But But the Xperia 10 is, no, I'm saying I want to get you a really good experience up front with what Sony really represents.
I have to try one. I mean, I'm with you too, because I was at one point I was thinking about getting that new Nokia that came out just to do something different. Just do something different. I mean,
I thought about it, man. I was like, that's hideous.
Let me do something.
Jay,
yeah.
What's the deal with Sony? Because Sony used to be on T-Mobile. What's the deal with? It's like they gave up.
Dropped, for some. They cut the deal with T-Mobile for some reason. I don't know what fully happened with that. I was reading up on it, but they cut all carriers. Remember, they ain't on no carriers right now for some reason.
That's what I'm saying. It's like they just gave up.
I don't know what happened, man. I was like, come on, son, y'all got to come with this because Sony phones was waterproof long before we even was excited about waterproof.
I do remember that.
Samsung made some commercials like Eric Easy was saying. Easy said they got Lil Wayne pouring champagne on. That's when people start to notice Samsung. But Sony been doing waterproofing long before Samsung, man. I don't understand it.
You're right.
And I don't know. Sony need to come on back, man. But I think a lot of the thing is with the carriers want to tell you what to do to the phones, and some companies might be like, nah. Apple is the only one that don't do that. There's no bloatware on Apple phones. They're the only ones. Now, why is that?
The fact that you got 4K screen, I can't get over the 4K screen. That's crazy.
Yeah, Sony got 4K displays, man.
For a minute too is what I'm saying, and people ain't even know
that 4K display is ball.
But
you gotta try Sony.
Sony is another company that once again they not relying on the phone, so they not bringing their best games. Sony,
they got their cameras right, right?
You know where Sony's making a lot of their money right now?
Camera.
Sony is making so much goddamn money in the camera market because everybody wants to be a YouTuber, everybody wants to be a filmmaker, everybody wants to have a camera in their hand, and they basically walked into the market and said, "Oh, Canon, you slipping? Nikon, you slipping? All these other cameras, you slipping? We gonna bring in the best camera with all these specs and make it cheap."
Yeah. Not only that, a lot of these cell phones, and a lot of these smartphone sensors are Sony's, aren't they?
Yeah, the new OnePlus is Sony.
Yeah,
that's right. You're right.
So why would Sony care about making a phone and making it work when everybody else, their competition, is buying their parts to put in the phone?
Right.
Yeah, they need to make their mark because Sony got to make their mark just like Google, man. They slipping on that. Sony definitely is making money in the camera game because he just gave up like $3,000. You know what I'm saying? He came with that bread. He sold a $2,000 camera. You ain't seen his video, folks. You need to go check that out. He gave a complete breakdown. I was like, yo, I'm still team Canon, bro.
It made sense, man.
It does make sense. Yeah, that one camera he had was $2,000. That camera he had, the AR 3 or whatever, that thing was $2,000, bro. Let me tell you something. I paid this is my SL2 with my little 24mm lens. I can finish some great footage, and I got my
no. I love that combo.
I got these two lenses right here. I got my wide angle lens, my 10-18. I'm doing good. I ain't even spent $1,000 yet. I'm still under 800.
Come on, Jay.
You can have that, man. You got that, bro.
That's tough change to Jay. Jay, go out there and get a red camera if you want it, man.
I don't need no red camera. Nope. As long as I got a G8, I got a red camera. That's all I'm saying. The G8 is the boss up camera.
He said nope.
I ain't spending no $2,000 on no camera. You balling, bro. That's why I said T is balling over there.
I always got more plans doing stuff outside of YouTube with the camera. That's why I don't mind.
You getting paid on YouTube though. You getting paid on. Don't be trying to sleep on it.
Yeah, right. I ain't getting nothing on YouTube. Get out of here. I ain't getting nothing on YouTube. Ain't nothing going on my channel, man. My channel be moving slow mo, man.
Come on, you going, you growing. You remember, it don't matter about how many subscribers you got. Sometimes it's them views.
Oh yeah,
a lot of views. You got mad views, dude. Look, Eric filmed with the G8. I do it all the time too. The G8 is the truth, man. T, you know what? You saw my message. I'm challenging you to put down that camera and start using them phones, bro.
Well, that's gonna be hard.
Start using them phones.
What? But I did that, Jay. I did that for 2 years. I did that for a year and a half.
Yeah, but you did it with phones that ain't got this. The phones you was doing before, they ain't got nothing on the current phone.
I had an SA Plus was a good camera.
Like I said, they ain't got nothing to do on the current phone.
but that's the thing though. Like when you look at the current phones, right? You look at what you got as far as a cell phone, if you got the options that you have with Sony cameras, I got an A6000. I don't have an A64. I got an A6000. That camera is what? Maybe $350 on eBay with a kit lens.
They $350 on Best Buy.
They're like, oh, we love the black background and the way your image look and everything. I'm like, oh, really? This cheap.
So that camera that you got is $350 on Best Buy. I'm gonna go buy a Sony. I want to check it out.
It is. I just looked at it the other day.
$500 at Best Buy.
Okay.
It's 500.
You sure?
I can go do 500. Okay. So, yeah, you're right. It's 500. That's the camera you got, man. I'm looking at Best Buy. That's the camera you got.
I got an A6000 while everybody else out here A73 Life, A6400 Life. 4K.
Okay.
So what lens should I get?
It's 400. It's
what lens should I get? The camera is 400 with no lens. What lens should I get?
I mean, you can just go with the 18-55 3.5 variable, or you can get a you can get a 19 millimeter f2.8 from Sigma for $200.
All right, I'm on the thing right now because I want y'all to tell me what the battle. Okay, so let me go to Brent.
You just said you were Team Canon, Jay. So what's going on?
I'm Team Canon, but unlike you, I'm ready to try new things. Unlike you, I want to try new things, and that's within my budget.
Team Canon, man.
I'm Team Canon, but I can definitely spend $500 just to see what it's about.
True.
So you said I need to go to the lenses and get I'm I'll be shopping on. I'm supposed to be live stream over here shopping.
And the thing about that camera is mirrorless. Like Sony had mirrorless for so long,
right?
And people didn't even know it. Like mirrorless is where it's at. I don't like the difference between DSLR and mirrorless is DSLR. If you look through the eye hole or whatever, if it's dark, you can't see nothing or whatever. Or if you got your image set up, you can't see how it look on the screen. With a mirrorless, you can look through that little eye hole, and however it looks through that eye hole is how your image look. You ain't got to change nothing.
We said 18 to, what did you say? 18?
16 to 50. You talking about TechnicallyTee?
16 to 50?
16 to 50.
How much does it cost?
That's the kit lens. That's a kit lens. So that shit you find
the kit lens come with it. But what I'm saying is if you want to get additional lenses, they real cheap. Like you can get a 50 mil f1.8 for like, I don't know, like 150-ish on eBay. Like you just look around.
Okay, I got you.
Look on B&H.
Your RC Flyer 85. Thanks for that super chat. T just made $5 in the blink of an eye. $5 whatever Google takes from it. So I made a little something off of it, but much appreciated.
Mm-hmm. But I'm about to get out of here, folks. I gotta man. See, we gotta get Eric on here too, man, and 10 Minute Tech review.
Yeah, we gotta do a weekend stream. We gotta do a weekend stream, man.
I think my wife's going out of town this weekend. I think she got a marathon to do, so I might be free. I don't know.
I don't know if any night that I would be free will be first of all, I ain't gonna be free Friday because I gotta go see John Wick.
No, I'll be out of town Friday.
Then Saturday, I think I got plans on Saturday. So this weekend, man,
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Hey Jay, I left you a question, man. You never answered me. I was trying to find out about that Durango.
Oh, what about it?
You know, I got 5 of them.
You trying to you got 5 kids?
Yeah, man.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Be proud of that, brother. You got 5 kids. You made them. Be proud of it.
No, I'm happy about that. I'm talking about that. You know, that Durango. Can it handle it? Is it?
Oh yeah. I mean, even if you get a V6 Durango, it's still gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? If you just hauling the family around, but you know the one I got, you know, I kind of went all in on it. You know what I'm saying? I kind of, I loaded it up pretty good. But Durango is a good move, man. It's affordable too. You can get them for under, you know what I'm saying? Like the one I got, the way it's loaded like that just happened to be something I could work out to get it for $44,000 because it was originally like 54 or something like that. So I pulled my strings and get it for the 44. But that one's fully loaded though. You don't have to get one like that. You can just get like a base model for probably 30. You know what I'm saying? And but if you want a little bit of style and power at the same time when you're not with your family, then definitely go with one that's at least dressed up on the outside at least. Right. Because they sell them for like $40,000 or $38,000, something like that, 36. It's different where you live at though. But I definitely would tell you that Durango's a boss, man.
I mean, I think my threshold would be about 50, 54.
Oh, well, you might as well get one like mine. Get one loaded up then. Shoot. Sure, don't half step on it. Get one that's loaded up. Go all in with it, man. I mean, because how often are you gonna switch your car out? You know what I'm saying? You might as well get something that you like.
Right,
you know
right.
We ain't got
if
that.
Y'all not following me on my car
channel,
channel, man. 392 Silver Bullet. I've been talking in the chat with it. 392 Silver Bullet. That's where you can follow me at over there, man. I got to get out of here and get into Durango so I can bounce it. No, I'm gonna take the charger. I'm gonna take the charger. It's raining out. I think it's raining again out there.
You see, I'm talking about expensive cameras. Jay, I'm gonna ride this car. No, I'm gonna switch it up and get this. You see,
my favorite stay in the garage, man. I keep the beef in the garage until the weekends drops around there,
Yeah, man, drive bad boy every day, man. But yeah, we're gonna get a stream together on Saturday night, so we can really go long. And
hey, man, I got mad love for everybody on the panel, man. We got to keep it going, keep it positive vibe. You know what I'm saying? And Tech Rant, man, I'm waiting on that video for the OnePlus. I'm waiting on it. I know you're gonna bring something.
Yeah, I gotta figure it all out.
I know you're gonna bring something, man. Y'all stay trill, man. And then what they say, stay trill. You got to tell me that stands for true real. That's what he said. I guess that's old or something, right?
You might hear this with an old one right there.
He said trill, right? True real.
True.
Who say that?
I guess I heard somebody say stay trill. I was like, all right, I'm stay trill with it. He said it means true and real. I was like, okay, I'm gonna say true and real.
Just say ill and put a TR in front of it.
Got it. Boom. I knew the guy was making some kind of sense.
There you go.
Said trill, stay trill. I was like, I'm trill then. Hey, LaShawn, I ain't balling, LaShawn. Loan me $5, LaShawn, because he ain't gonna give up none of this money from this stream.
Jay make this off of nothing, man. Y'all don't listen to Jay, man. Don't listen to that dude over there.
Yeah, I ain't got no money. I'm finna go out here and go shopping though. I'm gonna mess around and buy that camera, man. I'm messing around and buy that camera tomorrow. I'm gonna have to go over to Best Buy and check it out.
See, but you do color grading on your videos?
Nah, I just press record and turn it on. I ain't got time for all that, man. I ain't got time for all them B-roll and fancy stuff. I'll leave that. Tech Rant got all kind of beat. Tech Rant got C, D, E, F, G. Got every roll.
You know I'm not using the.
I can't do it.
B-roll mess, man.
You used to do it though. You used to do it, and all of a sudden you shut that down.
Ooh. I did it on about 3 videos. That's it.
Okay, well maybe I watched too many of your videos then.
I don't do it because I'm wobbly. I'm terrible with this. If I can't do B-roll smooth, I'm not gonna do it at all. I always say that.
Dude, you got a $3,000 camera setup. You should be doing C and D-roll.
I don't have the best fluid head tripod. And I don't have. They got them sliders and all that. I don't have all that. You know what I mean?
ain't never seen nobody spend $4,000 on a camera setup and say they can't do no B-roll.
I don't want to. I feel like
owe it to your subscribers.
I feel like B-roll doesn't make a video. Me personally, I feel like
I'm giving you a hard time, B.
Oh, I know. I don't know. I want to get better with it, but I'm not going to be doing like crazy B-roll.
I do a little bit of B-roll. I ain't that good at it, man. I can't really do it, so I just let it ride.
I don't let my El Jefe teach me, man. My man El Jefe be having the B-roll looking good.
Yeah, I can't do no bad B-roll. I can't.
Look, man, I'm gonna tell you right now. You can do B-roll. And the reason why I say that is because 5 years ago, I didn't think I was going to be flying a drone. You just take your time and practice with it. Like, you ain't got to come out being Peter McKinnon or no bullshit like that. Just take your time, practice when you can, and when you feel confident, that's when you bring it in.
Yeah, I just don't practice it. That's the thing. Like, I'll do it and be like, nope, this is why I don't do it. And I keep going back with my old style videos. I'm like, it don't. So I just got to keep plugging away at it.
Hey, T.
All right, Jay.
Hey, T.
Yeah.
My guy watching the live stream, right? You want to hear something funny?
What?
He just texted me and said, "Hey, his computer camera look good on that live stream."
This ain't no computer camera.
Look, if he knew what you were shooting on.
Boy, far from a computer camera, boy, I swear.
Hey, Mike, that ain't no computer camera, bro.
Nah, man, it's the Sony camera, boy. This camera ain't got me hooked.
That's that 4K creaminess, that crispy teen crispy.
And this is just 720. I ain't even, I didn't do the full 4K stream because I know I had people joining tonight. But yeah, that B-roll mess, man. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get at it, man. Like, it's just that's just not my thing personally. I know it'll probably add so much more to my videos, but I don't know. Maybe.
You don't overuse B-roll. You use it. It's like icing on a cake. Like you don't drown a cake in icing.
Right.
It makes the cake. It makes the cake a little bit better, but you don't go nuts with that shit.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. I mean, I try to make video. I'm starting to, like I said, slow my videos up and make better quality videos. But therefore, I'm trying to make it a little. I'm not saying entertaining because I'm not going. I can't be but so like energetic and all extra in my videos. That's not my personality. You know what I mean? I have a more laid back personality. So if I get on camera and you see me doing all types of crazy mess, people are automatically going to know that I'm doing that for the camera, and I can't do that because this is me. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Like I want to do B-roll. Maybe I'll practice some more. And once I probably practice, I'm pretty sure I get the hang of it just like anything else. But I just got to practice.
Right, and it all depends on what you're doing. Like, I don't need to shoot B-roll like most
You don't,
people shoot
though.
B-roll because I'm yelling at a goddamn camera. You imagine me fucking yelling at some shit in the background? You see a slow pan of a phone, like this
Right.
piece of shit phone.
Right. But nah,
Right.
guy, I saw all my other camera mess off of I saw everything on eBay. I just sell stuff on eBay. Like I don't even do local meetups no more because I can't trust people. So I just sell everything on eBay. I'll take the fees. I didn't lose no money. Like I charged everything top dollar for what I sold it for. So, you know, I didn't lose any money. I just kind of broke even. And I just broke even because I bought more gear for the 6400. So
Yeah,
everybody like full frame. You don't need full frame. There's people out there right now with A73s that do not need them. You just gotta you get them because it's for the hype. You don't need A73.
right.
So,
And that's the good thing. That's like the one thing where you did it right because the A7 III was in such high demand
right.
that when people pre-ordered it, they pre-ordered it like so bad that you couldn't get one for another 4 or 5 months.
Right.
And even then, people selling A7 IIIs that they done beat into the dirt
Man.
for $1,800.
Right.
Yeah.
Brand new.
Mine was
at
brand new. I sold mine for 2,000 and I bought it for 2,000, but I sold that for 2,000. Sold my lens for like 3 or something like that. You know what I mean? So mine was spotless. Mine never been outside. So you gotta think about that. Like mine is a tripod whore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So indoor tripod whore. You know what I mean? So that's just the thing. Like I made that video today, not really to try to switch my channel or gain like camera views, but it was more of a informational. Like, yo, for the price you paying for this A7 III, look what you can get. Like, look at all that stuff I got. And I literally, and just look at the price of the camera and the one lens I had. But now I got 3 lenses. I got excellent ND filters. I got Sony OEM batteries, not third party. Like, it was more of a smart decision. I feel like some people can take that video and be like, yo, that's actually pretty smart. I'm gonna do the same thing. You know what I mean? So
I think more cats need to do that, though. I think more reviewers need to do it. They owe it to their subscriber base to put that information out there.
yeah, man, you don't need to go out. What I have is overkill. You know what I mean? For the videos I do, I don't need this camera. You know what I mean? But it's just, I got bit by that 4K bug when I started shooting it. And it's just like, it's like a drug. Like, you're like, I gotta have it. And then you get cam links and all this mess, and then it's all downhill. But to be technical, if somebody was starting a channel, and I tell people all the time, there's been plenty of family members, friends that hit me up and be like, hey, what do I need to start a channel? I want your videos to look like mine. I'm like, no, you don't, because that mess is aggravating. Because you're gonna need the space, you're gonna need the computing power, and all of that. You just need to get something and shoot with that right now. What I do is unnecessary. I tell them that all the time. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. You know, it's straight, but I'm just addicted. I love Sony cameras, man.
I need to go ahead and DM J Will and let him know that thing that doesn't have a mic jack in it. Shit.
Oh yeah.
So he might have to go with the A6400.
Yeah, boy, he ain't gonna spend that though. He ain't hardly about to spend that money for this. But nah, it's like a good thing.
A A6400, that's what, a S10.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
And an S10 couldn't touch an A6400 if it was drunk, broke, and sitting on the sidewalk.
Boy, who you telling? Who are you telling? But like El Jefe said, absolutely. I started with a phone. Like I started shooting my S8 Plus, and I moved to my LG V20, and then I finally got my first Canon camera, and then it's been just upgrading ever since. After I figured it was actually paying off for me, that's when I got camera equipment. But don't do it, of course, if you're not into it. You know what I mean? Like I plan on doing this YouTube as long as I can. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not trying to blow up or nothing like that. If it happens, whatever. But I'm just doing it for some fun. So, but I also can make money with this camera if I choose to go that route. So outside of YouTube, you know what I mean? So
right.
it's most
Hey,
likely.
Tech Rant. I just got to ask a question. Where is the best place to get a used drone? A nice one. What's the best drone that you would get used to start off with?
Honestly,
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't even with the way prices of drones are, I wouldn't even buy a used drone.
I knew that was coming.
I would. No, I'm serious because with a used drone, there's so many things that come into account of what you plan on doing with it and how well the previous person took care of it. So it's anything that you put in the air that flies around and can crash, like you really gotta question and inspect stuff. But
Yeah.
you can get a Phantom 3, right? And it's a decent sized drone and you can do amazing stuff with it. You can get a Phantom 3 for $499. They still sell them brand new online. Like you can't get them from DJI, but people still sell them brand new, still in the box. If you really want to just have a small drone to mess around with, go find you a DJI Spark, and that's something that you can probably buy used, for $200, $175, and you ain't got to worry about if someone ran it into a train or something. But it's like with drones, the more expensive they are, the more you got to worry about people doing ridiculously crazy shit with them.
Right.
Like an Inspire is $3,000. If you're going to go buy a $3,000 drone, you want to make sure that thing was like baby,
right?
And kept and got all the pieces. You know what I'm saying? Whereas like a smaller drone, like a Spark, only maybe a kid or somebody else was just tinkering around with it, so you ain't got to worry about it too much. But you should be able to go on eBay or I don't know if Swapper does it, but a couple of online sites find you a DJI Spark for around $200 to $300. Even if you paid full price brand new, you still wouldn't be missing out. But that's like a nice little entry level, drone to play around with, and it comes with the controller. Because don't you ever try and fly a drone just using your phone. That shit is annoying.
Oh boy, my boy got one of the expensive. I don't know. He's not even like a super tech person, and he got one of those dumb expensive drones. Like he retired out of the military, and he be like, "Man, come over here and fly." I'm like, "Hell no," because if I mess around and crash that thing, you ain't gonna crash it. Like it won't crash. I'm like, "Nah, nope, I ain't messing with it." But when he want me to come over this weekend, he was like, "Man, we gonna fly the drone." I'm like, "Man, I don't know." I gotta tell you, I gotta ask him what it is. This one of them like dumb. That thing is like a damn Dragon Ball Z fucking pod that the androids came in. Like the damn thing is huge. Like I don't know what it is. I'm pretty sure you might know, but it's huge, yo.
I mean, all right, I'll say this: drones are easy to fly, but they easy to get stupid with.
Yeah.
No,
I can see that, just like a 4-wheeler or a dirt bike or something.
I'm just keeping it 100 because a lot of people don't know how fast the drone can get up to speed. And like, all right, you tell somebody this drone can fly up to 45 miles an hour. You like, man, 45, I do 60 on the highway. All right.
You know how fast that is?
Right. But when you got 45 mile an hour, 2-pound drone coming at your face, it seems a hell of a lot faster.
It's easy to get stupid.
That's what I'm saying. It's more like, just be careful. Like, just don't go wild. Like,
yeah.
You're not gonna get in a go-kart and smash the gas and run into a wall.
Nah, yeah, I feel
but
that.
That's what everybody does. Like they were like, "Oh, I want to take this thing full throttle."
Yeah.
Like,
go ahead then.
Right.
Just take it slow, and then next time I come down to Atlanta, because I brought my drone before, but I'll bring it out, and I can literally show you how much control I got with that because
let me know, because it's a big park like across the street where people fly drones there all the time. Like right where I get a haircut at, it's a huge park. It's not even like a park. It's like just an open big grass area. People are always flying drones out there.
Yeah, like I got I got so used to the sensitivity of the drone where you can be anywhere. I can put the drone 6 feet out in front of you and just do a 360 around you as you walk.
Damn. Yeah. See,
But that's just
that's
practice.
experience
Like you
though.
got
Yeah.
people out here that can do skating and kick flips. I can't do that shit, but they can do it in their sleep.
Right. Well, yeah, man. I guess we about to get up out this thing, man. It is work night, so we definitely got to keep it because I'll be sleepy in a minute. Because 7 o'clock, 6 in the morning come up real quick, and it's 11 o'clock here. So,
man, I'm about to give TJ a warm bottle so he can go to sleep, man.
Hey, I'm gonna set all this down. What's up, LB?
I ended on this note, T.
Yeah.
You know, in my retirement age, anytime you, Sean Be Nice, anytime y'all ready to put that level on the ground, y'all let me know.
Okay.
You know, Sean, he a little too short to even, you know, I mean, you gotta be at least 6 feet to talk junk. I mean, at least.
Hey, look, we can do it, man. If we can do it, yo. I'm right under 6'3", so.
So see, you know, I'll spot you 5 points. Him, I'll spot him 10.
Oh, he said he'll spot me, boy. Hey, man, look now. If I can drop down about 10 pounds, man, you might have some trouble. You got some trouble in your hands now.
Yeah, see, you got your 10 pounds, but I got you by what? I got you probably about what? 8, 9 years?
I'm 30. I'll be 32 this year.
Oh man, I got you by 12 years then.
I may not need it because think about me. When I pick that thing up, it's all good. Like it's right there, yo. So Sean B, I don't even want to fight. Sean B is a waste of my time on the court. It's gonna be a quick game with Sean B. His pride just let him keep talking shit, but he knows it's gonna be a quick game. He knows. But man, that'd be all day meet up and do it. Man, that would be too funny, man. That'd be funny to do.
Hey, now that one, hey, Tech Man, we will have to have your drone to get that one in full 360.
Full, yeah, we need. Man,
hell yeah, man.
Telling you, man.
I'll put that here, about 25 feet in the air and just have it circling.
That's it. It's gonna catch everything, the good and the bad, probably.
Man, Mike, you ain't gonna see me dunk. Look here. Let me explain this to you. Look, I would get up there. I learned this a couple of years back. I was playing with this little league, and I messed around, let these young cats pump me up to dunk. I went and dunked, and I was done. They went down the court. I sat down.
Boy, I don't know when the last time I done. Good God, I couldn't tell you. Probably I think last time I first moved to Atlanta, and I used to go to a LA Fitness up here, and one game had just finished. I had just finished the workout, and they was in there just doing a shoot around, and I was like, let me get the ball real quick, and I just went up. But that was when I was like, we talking about 5 years ago when I first moved to Atlanta, when I was in good shape. Like when I moved to Atlanta, I was in top tier shape. And I went up there and dunked it. That was probably the last time I dunked. And now I'm like, I don't know how. I know I can come close. I know I can come close, but I don't know if I can get it full flush. I don't know. These knees, I don't know what it's going to do when I go up. Them knees might be just like low power, low battery mode, Joe. So I don't know.
Hey, look, you know how you got one of those good games? Especially when you, look, you'll know even more later on, but when you get one of those good games, man, where everything's dropping and everything is just right.
You can't beat them.
Man, I got this cat. I blocked this stuff. I'm heading down court, and then all of them, man, you got to dunk it. Don't lay it up. Dunk it. Man, they pumped my head up. I got up there. Came down. Man, I felt like I was 700 pounds hitting that ground.
Boy, see, that's why I ain't got time for it, man. I ain't got nothing to prove dunking. Like, let me take you in the post and hit you one of these old man park moves, man. Man, look, that's what I'm telling you. Well, my strong point in my career when I was playing heavy basketball was defense. Like, that's what people know for me. I wouldn't do I'm not fancy dribbling. Like, I got good hops, but my that's what I was known for. I was lock you down. Like, I will put T on him, he gonna lock him down. That was me, like in high school. Like,
Right.
Get in the game scenario, I need you to lock somebody down. And that was me, the person to do that. You know what I mean? So that was always my strong point was defense. So
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I don't know. Hey, if we get the opportunity, man, I'll go ahead and I'm pretty sure I can dust a pair of J's off in here and get it in, man. We can
Hey,
always.
yeah.
Man, it ain't hard. I got a
We're gonna have
basketball.
to do like these other cats. We're gonna have to schedule some type of meetup. We all gonna have to schedule some type of meetup, bro.
I'm telling you, all y'all are kind of in the same. You know, I feel like that. Where you at? LB, where you at?
I'm in Gary, so I'm like I'm
Okay.
Chicagoland area. I'm I'm 20 minutes from Tanner. 25 minutes from Tanner.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, look, I feel like there's a bunch of creators in that little area, man. It's crazy. Like, that's why I feel like it ain't nobody in Atlanta. Like,
Oh yeah.
I just feel like there's nobody in Atlanta. I'm like, man, as big as Atlanta is, nobody here. Like, LaShawn, me and LaShawn, get up.
Right. Hey, y'all gotta hop that. You know, it's a $45 flight here if you schedule it right.
Real.
Yeah, because every time I come down there to the ATL, trust me, I get that $45 flight.
Man, I gotta. Well, just Wallace here. Just we gotta get up too. Just I hit you up on Instagram and you replied back a couple of days late, and that's when me and Tech Ran went out to Twin Peaks and had some drinks and was chilling when he came to the A. Like it's Just Wallace. LaShawn, I should hit you up, but LaShawn, I know you wasn't coming out. But I hit Just Wallace out because I know Just don't live too far from me in Atlanta. So I hit him up and was just like, yo, I didn't tell him that we were going, but if you were responding, I'd be like, yo, me and Tech Ran hitting Twin Peaks, about to get some drinks. So. But that goes, I always say that goes for anybody in the ATL. If you get in the ATL area, man, just hit me up. We can go get some drinks. We can do whatever, yo. I'm not a big fan of recording. I don't know. That's just my thing. Like when people come in town, I know it'll be dope to record a video, but I be just wanting to just chill and kick it. You know what I mean? Like we do YouTube all day long. You know, I don't really want to record a video. You know what I mean? But I know that's the thing to do when you collab, and I don't know. That's just my whole thing, man.
No, I said we play ball. Now that's got to be on recording because we got to ride each other on the live stream.
Oh, boy, now man, that'd be boy. You talking about some laughing?
Hey, T, you better figure out how to balance that damn gimbal, man.
Right. This thing's sitting right here. I ain't even used it yet, man. And what's crazy is I gotta get to use this.
120 frames a second, buttery smooth crossover ankle brakes.
Man, I don't know. I balanced this thing, and I ain't even started using it yet. Like I gotta figure out what mode is what and to follow. And man, this thing is legit. I just gotta know how to use it, yo. I just gotta know how to use it.
How much does that cost?
I got I got that sent to me for free. A creator sent this for free, man. It pays to be cool to people on YouTube, yo. But this one right here costs $300.
Buy it in the store.
300.
That costs
300.
Well, shit, I might as well pay another $149 and get a Ronin.
Exactly. Yeah, this is a Moser. This is a Moser Aircross. So the dude who sent this to me, he said he just literally had it sitting. He never used it. He was like, yo, I know you'll make some dope content out of it. So he just sent it to me for free, man. Like the whole case and like the case and everything. He just sent the whole thing to me, man. So that was like,
oh wow,
it was like super, super dope, man. So I gotta really put this thing to work. That's kind of part reason why I bought this lens, why I bought this zoom lens, because it's it's more versatile. I bought this for gimbal use mostly only. So we'll see, man. I gotta put that thing to work one of these weekends, though.
Well, I'm about to head out. I gotta go late.
Yeah, man. I'm about to get up out of here.
Y'all.
Get this girl in this bed, and I am about to shut it down. But stream, it's been real, man. I'm gonna start getting back on these Tuesdays. I know I say that all the time, but life hits you, and hey, the time just go by like this, man. Like, so we're gonna start doing it. Sometimes I'll be by myself. Sometimes I open up, let folks come in. But I'm about to get up out of here, man. Take Rant. You already know who he is. LB, you need to go ahead and make a YouTube channel and quit playing. We done told you this how many times, man. You got too much info not to have a channel.
It's coming, bro. It's coming. I'm trying to. Hey, I gotta. I'm just about where I need to be at with this popcorn shop. So it's coming.
No doubt, man. But we about to get up out of here, man. I'll catch y'all next time, man. Later.